I felt a sudden urge of drowsiness, and my posture collapsed. I rubbed my sleepy eyes and headed towards work. Commutes are truly the most depressing moments in life. Let me drop a quick haiku. Come summertime, I will be broke, but 3 months bonus comes in. Huh? What is that? Is it not 575 syllables? Relax. Sorry. But I just woke up, and this is the best I can do for now. Wondering how to spend your bonuses is the romance of being an employee. My name is Kashiki Masao. I'm a 28-year-old employee who's been working for 6 years now. I got through the newbie phase, and I'm starting to have more and more tasks assigned, and have more and more responsibilities. The more responsibilities, the more fulfilling my job is. But it also makes me a very busy man, so I don't meet many people. That's my one worry. This isn't good. At this rate, I'm gonna be in my 30s in the blink of an eye. I was worried and upset first thing early in the morning before I sat down at my desk. I was stretching my now stiff body, tossed around in a full train, before I heard a familiar voice speak out to me.
What's that sour look on your face first thing in the morning, Kashiki? You know that you're going to go bald at this rate.
I'm never going to go bald. My father and grandfather both have a head full of hair. There stood my coworker, Shoko Matsuoba. When she started working here, she was touted to be the company's most brilliant newbie, but for some reason, we got along well, and we still talk from time to time.
Wait a second. Kashiki, are you tired by chance?
I'm just a little drowsy is all. I'll just go buy coffee or something.
There. If you seem tired, let me help you out a little.
What? Are you going to give me money or something?
I feel like this is a little too vulgar, don't you think? But more importantly, come over here.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, you don't have to be so embarrassed. Sleepy little boy, hear my beat in my bosom, tucked away deep.
Are you trying to disable me first thing in the morning?
But it seems like you don't really have the mental capacity to say no, do you?
I can feel myself being healed. Matsuoba's twin peaks had a gentleness about them like an angelic cushion. If I were not at work right now, I would go full-on 8 mode.
Oh my gosh, Masao, is that a flashlight in your pocket or are you happy to see me?
That's neither a flashlight nor anything else you're suggesting. Stop it with the slander! Darn it. She completely played me like a fiddle. As much as it pains me, I truly did enjoy some great melons first thing in the morning. I handed over the fruit juice I bought with my coffee to Matsuoba.
Well, aren't you the sweetest? You don't have to worry about it, you know. It's just you and me. This is just a favor.
They say that you have to have manners, even among friends.
I'm just happy that you consider me to be your friend. But anyway, how friendly do you think I am?
I don't know how to explain it when you ask, but I suppose we're just regular coworkers?
Oh my, I was going to take you to the land of dreams if you had given me the correct answer. I would have taken you to a world of wonder and dreams. So many would have come and gone.
Wait, what? You were that experienced? That's kind of disappointing. I'm a little shocked.
What are you talking about? I am not experienced like that. Look here, my straight and tight path has not been tread upon yet. You take that unfortunate and incorrect recognition and you correct it immediately. I am still very much
Just talking to Matsuoba, I could feel myself reinvigorated. We'd always gotten along as coworkers, but it seems like now, we were almost best friends. We both talk to each other without any filters and can trade opinions without hesitation. Matsuoba's also very comfortable with dirty jokes. It's kind of sad that she doesn't look at me as a man, probably. But by the same token, I don't have to worry about anything either. I truly pray that this lovely relationship continues forever. But anyway, I may have been able to get away from Matsuoba's questioning, but a strange fact remained in my head for some reason. I suppose this is why they say you can't read a book by its book cover. She seems to be so beautiful and well-versed in the world of romance, but I see. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what fact is stuck in my head. I won't!
Kashiki, would you like to go grab a drink with me?
I was getting ready to go home after work when Matsuoba, presumably having finished her work as well, invited me out for drinks.
I'm not very good with alcohol. How unfortunate. I might not even notice if you took me home and fed me. Oh, please, be reassured. I won't complain even if there's no final train.
Sorry, I actually have to get ready for a move soon. I appreciate your invitation, but I can't go out today because I've got to do something.
A move? Well, why are you moving? You always lived at your parents' house, right?
You guessed it. I was just an old man still living in his parents' house. My younger sister graduated and is going to be coming back to our parents' house. It's a good time for me to move out, so I figured, why not? It's convenient living in my parents' house, but it's a little awkward with all of the siblings living under the same roof as well. It's also not a good look for anyone. My parents don't mind, but I don't want to be the old guy stuck in his parents' house.
I see. Well, I currently live in my parents' house as well. I felt like we shared a common ground, but...
Also, I can't find a girlfriend if I'm living at my parents' house. It's very difficult to bring home a girl to a house where your parents live. You do that kind of thing when you're coming by to greet for marriage.
Girlfriend? Huh? What did you say? I feel like I heard some strange things coming from your mouth. Would you mind repeating yourself?
I said that my younger sister is going to be coming home, so I'm going to take this chance to go out and live.
Nay, not that part. The part after that. You were going to live alone and find a what?
What's going on? Calm down, Matsuoba.
Huh? Did you say that you were going to make babies with a woman you barely even knew?
I did not say that.
How could this happen? I have been cucked by a woman that has no manners at all. Kashiki and I share destiny. We were supposed to be comrades and living with our parents. I cannot stand idly while time passes by. Wait a second. If Kashiki begins to live alone, perhaps this is beneficial to me?
Hey! Earth to Matsuoba! What's going on?
I cannot stay any longer. I shall help you on your quest to move out.
You're going to help me? Oh, I couldn't ask that of you. We're just coworker.
Don't worry about it. I want to check out where you're planning on living anyway.
I'm planning on getting things like curtains, carpets, interior, and the like.
That's perfect. It would seem that it is time for me to squeeze in and get some of my flavor in there.
That's how Matsuoba ended up helping me out with my move. I would never choose a brightly colored interior. Matsuoba was in a good mood from start to finish and kept talking about how she might move out of her house as well. Living alone would be a good experience. I couldn't hold back my excitement for the new life waiting for me. Thanks for helping me out. I want you to let me thank you sometime.
Oh, please don't be like that. It's you and I. We are bonded as comrades who started working at the same time.
I want to keep getting along with you from now on, Matsuoba. Is there anything that you want?
A spare key.
Huh? What did you say?
Why are you reacting like some kind of main character in a rom-com manga?
No, I just couldn't process what you just said.
Oh my gosh, right, well, let's see. It's not like I wanted, but I think that it would be nice to hear you call me by my first name.
Matsuoba's favor was actually pretty surprising. She did call me by my first name usually, but I felt shy about calling her by her first name, so I just kept calling her by her last name. I also didn't want to come across as misunderstanding something. Are you saying...
Is that a no?
Matsuoba looked at me with teary eyes. I knew that she was beautiful, but seeing her like this, I could tell that she was indeed the most incredible newbie ever. If I were to turn her down, I felt like it would cloud her looks. I could never do anything to hurt her like that. Shoko? What's wrong, Shoko? Hey, Shoko! Are you okay?
Sorry, I think I almost took my final trip to heaven.
Did you hit a full base home run?
I'm going to get changed. I think that if I stay like this, it will impede on my ability to work efficiently.
What happened in that split second?
Do you really want to know? I'm soaked.
What's soaked?
Fare thee well.
She left me confused before disappearing into the hallway. Nowadays, all companies are trying to cut back on any expenses. For example, setting specific temperatures on the thermostat, or trying to save as much electricity as possible. It's important to always keep your mind on conservation. Obviously, when I print at the copy machine, using both sides of the paper is a way of saving company resources. Shoko, can you check this later for me?
Thank you. I'm not used to you calling me by my first name just yet.
Aw, don't be like that. I'm a little shy about it too.
You're still very fresh and young, aren't you? You're going to make me need a change again.
Why though? I'm gonna go out for something.
Yay! He finally called me by my first name. I would like to thank Coincidence for randomly showing up for me. I'm so ecstatic that I can't focus on my job at all. I don't think there's a need for me to say this out loud, but I really like Kashiki. You could even say I love him, and you wouldn't be exaggerating. I don't know why, but the company expected a lot from me the moment I started working here. I felt like I was going to crumble under the pressure. I had just become an employee and didn't know left from right, so that kind of expectation really did put pressure. Kashiki, my coworker, was the one that supported me. I was trying my best to remember my job and become independent. We were both doing our best to do that. Naturally, we bonded and built a relationship with each other. We were best friends and comrades. However, I started feeling that that wasn't enough at some point. That's right. I had fallen for Kashiki. He doesn't even know how I feel, but he's still managing to make me jealous. I've been flirting with him plenty, but he doesn't seem to notice at all. Apparently, he's incredibly dense and slow. I looked through the documents that Kashiki handed me with a grin on my face. Huh? No way! But this is most certainly... That's impossible! However, in my hands, I hold something very real. I was unable to deny this fact. That these documents were absolutely reality. Kashiki handed me marriage papers! The documents that Kashiki handed me were absolutely marriage papers. Don't think that anything needs to be said with regards to why he gave it to me. He had noticed my feelings that I had for him all along, and then he casually told me what he thought about it. Which meant that the reason that he suddenly decided to live alone might also be all the points connected that I was able to finally reach the truth. The room that Kashiki had rented was a 2-bedroom apartment. He said that he wanted an office for his hobbies and whatnot, but at this point, it's very obvious what he was trying to do. Maybe Kashiki is considering living with me. It is important for a girlfriend and a boyfriend to get to know each other to get married and be successful. That means that you have to live together and try to work hard, apparently. If he's really thought this through that much, then he's very serious. He's seriously thinking about me and is seriously considering the future. I am going to become his wife. This is so bad. How do I look at him when I see him? I was so embarrassed and shy that I didn't think I could look him in the face. Shoko Matsuba, 28 years old. For someone who was constantly dropping dirty jokes, she was just a loser with no experience in romance. Welcome back. There's something I want to ask you about, Kashiki.
Thanks. What is it? After I got back from the thing I had to take care of, Shoko started talking to me, clearly timid about something.
Those documents that you handed me, Kashiki, were you serious about them?
Those documents? Oh, those! Yeah, of course I'm serious. Why would I lie? I couldn't help but let out a small chuckle with Shoko saying something silly. I would never lie with documents. If I did that, then I'd be straight to Scandalville. My motto is to be very serious, so I would never half-ass any work. I may look like this, but I'm dead serious.
Right. Okay, I understand. Right. You're exactly right. I'm dead serious as well.
Shoko, are you okay? You're acting kind of strange. Do you feel sick or something?
Of course, I'm not sick. I'm just a little bit nervous is all. My heart still seems to be beating out of its chest.
Do you have an arrhythmia or something? Be careful and take care of yourself. You're very important to me, as a coworker.
Important? I see. You think of me that much, huh? Anyway, this is a little embarrassing to ask you like this, but do you have any type of woman that you like?
My type of woman? I suppose sleek, dark type? It really kind of pulls at my heart, you know.
I'm not talking about monsters, I'm talking about woman.
She was always talking about goofy stuff, so I was a little confused about what to say. Maybe this is kind of cliche, but I kind of like the innocent and pure type. I know they say no party girls are kind to otakus, but I kind of feel a little taken aback by people who seem to have plenty of experience, you know? I understand that that's probably the reason I have a hard time finding a girlfriend, but I couldn't help it. That's just who I was.
Innocent and pure. What have I done? I'm literally doing the polar opposite of what he likes. But that means that he likes girls that are inexperienced, which is a roundabout way of saying that he likes me. Otherwise, he wouldn't hand me a frickin' marriage paper.
Hey, what's going on, Shoko? I feel like this kind of thing has happened often recently.
All right, I've decided, Kashiki.
Whoa, what's going on? You freaking shocked me because you stood up out of the blue. My heart is pounding.
I see. You're really nervous too? Me as well. I'm glad the two of us are feeling the same way.
Well, they say that arrhythmias can be caused by a poor lifestyle.
It's not an illness. My heart is so warm and hot. So much so that I can't even look directly in your face.
I mean, you are very kind.
You better remember this. You remember that if you do this, then I'm all yours. Kashiki, we're off tomorrow, but will you be at your house?
Well, I've got to unpack and stuff. Oh, and I've got to set up all of the interior stuff that you picked out for me.
Well then, that's very good.
What is it?
I cannot sit idly, so I need to go make my own preparations.
Preparations? I mean, that's nice, but your face seems a little red. Are you sure you're okay?
This is Estrus. Wait, no, that's not it. I am just a little excited is all. I am innocent and pure after all.
Afterwards, we went back to our regular routine, but for some reason, Shoko's behavior was somehow even more awkward. She wouldn't look me in the eyes, and she was keeping all her little remarks to herself as well. Have I done something to upset her, maybe? Apparently, I have a poor understanding of how women think. Let me drop a haiku. It was obvious why you are not popular, you complete loser. Yes? My doorbell rang, and when I opened up my front door, I saw Shoko standing there. Shoko? What's going on? It's the weekend. There stood Shoko in a brilliant white dress. Normally, I had only ever seen her at work in her suit, so seeing her like that was just so much more incredible and fresh.
I wanted to help you out as well. It's not going to be just someone else's house either.
You really don't have to do all that for me. Thank you so much.
It's okay. I just really wanted to do this for you is all.
I couldn't help but feel my heart flutter after seeing her give me a light grin. Shoko in her dress was so innocent and full of elegance. Honestly, the dress was exactly what I liked. After that, Shoko kept helping me out with the move. However, I felt like something felt a little off. We still talked as much as we did before, but she didn't say any dirty jokes at all. If anything, she just kept showing off how feminine she was. And I couldn't help but be nervous.
What's wrong? Why are you looking away, Kashiki?
Shoko, I can almost see, you know?
See? Oh, my underwear? Sorry about that. You don't have to worry about it, you know. You are such a gentleman, Kashiki.
You know that I'm a man too, right? Do you understand?
I understand. That's why I am here.
Shoko, you're too close.
But you're right. If I said that I didn't know that you were a man, are you going to make me understand that you're a man? That I'm a woman?
What are you talking about?
From the moment that you handed me those marriage papers, I was ready for this. The answer is, of course, yes. I love you, Kashiki. If you want, I won't say any more dirty jokes, and I will be innocent and pure as a woman.
Marriage papers? What do you...
Oh my gosh, we may have gotten a little distracted, haven't we? Let's continue our tasks on hand.
After that, Shoko started staying over at my house on the weekends. I may have been slow to catch on, but at this point, I would start to figure out what she meant. I slowly started to realize that I liked Shoko, and since she was staying over, that kind of thing started to happen, and before we knew it, we started dating.
It's finally the day. I can't believe it's finally happening. I cannot express how happy I am.
I can't believe that I'd end up like this with you. We were finally getting married.
I think that this child would be happy too.
Shoko gently rubbed her belly. Her expression showed that she was full of joy. It wasn't obvious yet, but she was pregnant. This was a shotgun marriage.
Will you make me and this child happy?
Of course I will. I have to start earning more money from now on.
Well, well. Isn't that nice to hear? I love you, Kashiki.
I love you too, Shoko. We were going to officially be husband and wife on this day, but I was still confused about the marriage papers thing. I can't believe it. My own employee beating me to marriage. I'm such a loser. You say that, but she's going to be coming home soon, right? The chief actually has a childhood friend, but she's been overseas because of some work. That childhood friend of his is going to be coming back after her 3-month term. They're planning on getting married when she comes back. Yeah, finally. She's going to retire, and we're going to be together from now on. So that's nice. The chief may have sounded like he didn't care much, but he had a very happy expression on his face. Maybe people around me also felt that way when they saw and heard me. You know, I actually screwed up and accidentally put my marriage papers in the copy machine to print stuff out on the opposite side. I tried to get it back the second I noticed, but it was just gone, so I had no idea what to do. You were behind it all?